ladies, how are you? So today I am actually going to be doing the updated Q&A that I promised you from Instagram. I was going to do it on my last video, but then I realized I had so much to tell you. So I was like, okay, life update on one, today Q&A, right? Keep things separate because it was already 25 minutes long, guys. And I don't know if you guys are trying to sit through this whole thing, but maybe because we really don't have a lot to do during this time. So I figured, who cares? Let's just do it separately. Okay, so Wawa Zunino, she said, also, are you planning on having a baby shower this time? If so, have your plans changed? I'm pregnant with my first, congratulations, and will likely have to skip hosting one because of what's happening. So I am on the same page as you. The reason I'm not having, like, for sure, I'm not having a baby shower is because of the virus and the lockdown and the fact that you have to, practice social distancing. So that's why I am not 100% not having one. But in February, so many crazy things and changes started to happen in February. And the decisions that I made in February before we were on, on order, like on lockdown here in California, before that took place and while we were still living a normal life where our kids still went to school, we still went to restaurants, we still went to the grocery stores, we still went to all of our appointments, when that was happening as normal, I couldn't have predicted what was happening now, right? The fact that we're gonna have to just stay home and stay away from people. So, but before that happened, I was going through like this awakening with finances, and I talk more about that in my life update video. And I'll definitely do a video on like how I saved so much money and how I'm budgeting and all of that stuff, because it's really life-changing. But while that was happening, I started thinking, like, why do I want a baby shower? Like, this baby shower was actually causing me some stress because my ego wanted a luxurious baby shower that I could do a video with. I was going to hire a videographer, photographer. We're going to have like these beautiful pictures, very luxurious. I was going to be hosted here at my house, possibly. And my friend, my manager, she actually connected me with this amazing event planner, and he was going to do the whole thing. And I started thinking if it was really the smartest move to do with my money, because it was going to be several $1,000s, and I'm like over $10,000 over, right? For a small intimate group of people. And I really thought, is this really like the best financial move? I really feel like it's not. And I was getting anxious also because I had to make the decision quickly. I sent a message to my sisters and my mom, and I told them, hey guys, after much thinking, I decided not to have a baby shower. I don't think it's the best financial move. And I know my baby is loved by you guys, and we don't need a baby shower to celebrate his life. Like, we can do something else later. But I made the decision that we're not gonna have it. And my sister is super supportive. But then my sister Wendy calls me and she's like, hey sis, are you sure this is what you really don't want? And part of me did want that baby shower too, guys. But then I was like, what is the right thing to do? The right thing is to not have one. Honestly, I don't need one. And I don't need to spend money in such way, And I don't, like, why am I doing it? Because it's tradition. Do I have to do it because it's tradition? I felt the pressure of having to do it because it's tradition, but no. And then so she's like, but what if we just have a little like carne asada at my mom's house, and I could just have a little bit of decorations so we could just buy one gift for the baby? And I was like, and then you're gonna want to play some games, and now you guys are gonna have a carne asada. And I'm like, I don't want you guys to spend money. Like, even if you're gonna throw me a carne asada, that's gonna be at least $300, right? And then each and every one of you guys have to buy a gift, but they're still gonna buy me a gift because that's what they want to do. Like, Wendy's like, what do you need, sister? Let me get you a crib. Let me get you the car seat. Like, she's trying to get me the whole shebang. But I was like, no, honestly, don't do anything. We finally said, okay, let's just have a little something, just us, like my sisters and my mom, like, let's just have a little something, and like my super close friends, and that's it. Like, that's it. So that's what we decided on. And then this happened, and now it's not gonna happen. So I'm cool. I'm good though. Like, I feel like I made the right decision in February, and now it's March, and now all of this is taking place. And wow, like, it was like my intuition. My intuition was letting me know so many things in February, and I was making big decisions in February that affected me in March. in a positive way because I'm seeing everything play out. So that was really interesting. This one's coming in from the beautiful Josie's Tutorials. I hope I said that right. So she's like, first of all, congratulations, beautiful. Thank you. I prayed for you while you were trying to conceive. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy for you and your family. I just had my baby boy on the 11th. Was Isaac, sorry if I misspelled it. You spelled it right. Naturally born or a C-section. Isaac was a natural birth, guys. He was natural. Hopefully this baby is going to be too, because this baby is humongous. By the way, right now it's 555 and I've been seeing 555 for like a whole week. Every single day. That means something. You know what I was thinking too, guys? When I was having the contractions the other day, so I was having contractions and they were really, really painful. I was actually filming a video and they just started happening on my lower stomach, and I got really scared because I thought I was going into labor, and I'm only 31 weeks pregnant, so this is like really soon. Even though the percentage of babies who are born at this point in life, at this point, they actually survive. It's a high survival rate. But I was still like, I don't want to have this baby right now because I don't want to be at the hospital. There's so many germs there. I'm giving birth to a child. It's too soon. I don't have anything. I wasn't ready for it. I haven't bought a crib. Like I said, I haven't bought anything yet. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do today and start ordering stuff, at least so I'm prepared and I don't have to worry about it. And they were coming in so strong, and they were also coming in frequently, and they reminded me of like actual contractions of when, see, I'm feeling one, when you're about to give birth, as opposed to a Braxton Hicks contraction, which is just uncomfortable, right? I get those all the time. I get Braxton Hicks all the time, and those are just uncomfortable. But these that were happening were just like, oh my gosh, it's coming in. It's so bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have a moment where you're good, and then when it comes in, it's painful. So that's what I was feeling, and I really want to breastfeed my baby, and I was thinking too, like, if I give birth right now, will my milk supply come in? Do you guys know I have to ask my lactation consultant this? But I was like, no, what if the milk doesn't come in, because I haven't had any colostrum leakage or anything like that, like no colostrum, and some women have colostrum coming out already, you know, like at 30 weeks. So I was like, I hope I'm still able to breastfeed my baby if like my baby comes early. But thankfully he's still in the oven and I haven't felt any contractions. And I thought, if he's gonna come in early, would they do a C-section? I just had so many questions, but thankfully everything went away, and I didn't feel anything yesterday, and I haven't felt anything today. Are you still having doctor visits now with the virus, or are you getting video calls? I actually have an appointment on the 23rd, which is in 3 days, so next week. And I'm concerned because I have to go in, you know, and there's people who valet, there's a lot of staff that work at the clinic, it's not a clinic. Or is it a clinic? At the doctor's office. And right now I'm also working on my disability with the VA for being a war veteran and increasing that. And I have several appointments coming up, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't go into a federal building. Like I just can't go in because there's so many people, and I don't want to put myself at risk for the virus, especially because pregnant women also have a compromised immune system. So I don't want to be out. Like, I have not gone outside, guys. I have not gone outside. And so I put the VA thing on hold. I feel like I have to go in though because of the pains that I was feeling. I just want to make sure that she checks me. A video call would be wonderful. And maybe we could do a video call actually. I'm going to ask her. But so far she scheduled me, you know, she scheduled me to come in next week. So I don't know. All right, so this is the last question that I want to get into. Hopefully I have a good answer for this. This is from Almedina Smith. Thank you for your question, beautiful. She's like, hi Dulce, I'm also pregnant with my baby boy and due in June. Oh my God, we're like pregnant together. I have been loving all of your pregnancy videos. Yay. What are you currently doing to cope with everything that is currently happening in this world? This is my first baby, and I can't help but worry about bringing another human into this world. I've been super anxious and just would love to hear your thoughts. In regards to that, I feel you 100% in the anxiety that you must be feeling, because I feel it too. Like, I wake up in the middle of the night and then I think worst case scenario, or I think about horrific events that happened in history. And I also think about even just delivering my baby at the hospital and all the germs and the infections and, everything that is happening right now just feels very eerie and different. And it's only been 1 week into what we are going through. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of us are learning to adapt rather quickly. And that's what I'm doing. I am trying to stay positive. I'm doing my best to stay positive, even though I am, watching the news every single day, and because I want to stay updated as to like the latest updates. I think it's really important. So I do watch the news all the time, which is something that I typically don't do, because they bring up a lot of just nothing but negativity. Like, you turn on the nightly news and all you hear about is like murder and crashes and burns and this happened and that happened. So it's like, I don't even subject myself to that kind of information, because it makes me feel bad. And so I think it's really important to guard your sanity and your mind and your thoughts. And one of the best things to do that is to just be proactive about what you're consuming on a daily basis with regards to what you're watching online, whether it be a movie. I used to watch a lot of crime shows, and I stopped watching them because I would be paranoid afterwards, and I would think about, like, what if that happened to my child? And it just wouldn't make me feel good. If I watched scary stuff, then I would be like, if I walk down the hallway in my house in the middle of the night, I'll be like, what's there? What's there? Like, they don't make me feel good. So instead, during this time, especially because you're pregnant and you and I are pregnant at the same time, and you're only a month behind me, so we're basically we're in the same boat. But I think just focusing on making this experience fun at home, that's what I do with my family. I'm really taking this time to save money, not go shopping, because we have to really think about the future. We don't know how long this is going to happen for. So right now is the best time to, like, really, if you can, like, just take a break from like spending your money on things that you don't need. Budgeting has been a lifesaver. Planning, not hoarding stuff, of course, like not going to the store and just hoarding everything, because we have to also think about other people. I think that's really important. And whenever you're helping somebody else feel better, I know that makes me feel better. Like, if you want to be happy, make other people happy too. So that can also take your mind away from like any anxieties that you might be feeling. I don't know if you have any other children at the house, but I have a little boy and I absolutely love homeschooling him. We've gotten closer, so much closer, because we've been spending all week together and I'm the one in charge of the academic work. Jesse is actually handling all the household jobs, so he cooks and he cleans. He cooks for us every single day for the most part. So that's what his role is in this whole thing. And so we're just being really supportive, and I take care of, like, the schoolwork and the activities and helping teach Isaac. And we do dance as an enrichment class. Today we did Andy Warhol inspired artwork. So that was really fun this morning because it's Friday, so we had a little bit more fun with enrichment classes. And we just try to stay busy. We had game night the other night. We make dinner and we all sit together. Today's Friday, so we're also going to have movie night, and we're going to make a pizza with the dough, like just making it fun and just stay positive about the whole situation, even though I know it's like scary. The fact that we don't know what's going to happen is what brings so much anxiety. But we have to do our best to stay positive. And if you have things that you can do for yourself, oh my gosh, girl, let me tell you. I went the whole week looking super crazy, okay? I did not do my makeup to this degree. I did not brush my hair. I have not gotten dressed. I wasn't wearing a bra. I was just wearing my PJs. And I wasn't even wearing cute PJs because my PJs don't even fit me. And I'm like, I don't even want to buy cute PJs anymore. But I probably should. so I can feel better. But little things like that make me happy. So I decided, I just felt so yucky. I was like, oh, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh my gosh, like girl. And look at, I have one nail missing. I've been using press-ons. Some of my toe polish is like completely missing. Yeah. So my feet were like rough and dry and just like I hadn't shaved. It was just like I just wasn't feeling my best. So I jumped in the shower and I'm just like, okay, I put on Mask of Magnanimity by Lush. I put that on my face and my neck. I jumped in the shower. I shaved everything. I scrubbed my feet. I did a lavender body scrub. I removed my mask. I got out the shower. I put the Josie Maran body lotion all over my body. I spritzed some of my new Burberry perfume that I'm so obsessed with. And I put on some clean PJs and I did my hair up in a little bun. Normally I just let that thing just fly wild, but I put it up in a bun. Like I actually combed it after the shower and this was like 7 p.m. I walked downstairs. I have my journal, as you can see here. I did this yesterday and the other page also. I walked down with my journal, took some pens, and I just took some time for me. And that was like self-love, and it made me feel better. And it just made me feel so much better. Like little things like that. So focus on you as well. Like what is something little that you can do? Like for me, not having rough, crusty feet was like a big deal. That made me feel instantly better because I'm used to getting my nails done and my toes done and like being shaved and like the whole shebang, right? Like I'm used to that because that's like normal everyday life in the old life. But now it's important for us to just not get caught up in just being like, oh, there's nothing to do, or just like the anxieties of it all. You know, like let's focus on the positive things and think about like, how are we going to come out of this? I think we're going to come out of this as better people because it's really making us reflect and making us think about the choices that we are making. I feel like in the past, we were just so focused on consuming so much and not really focused on the real value of relationships and life. And it took this virus for the whole world to realize that we're all connected and that every decision that we make is affecting each other. In my journal yesterday that I was writing, I was thinking about like, wow, this is either going to make us better or it's going to tear us apart. And I think it's up to us as individuals to like take some time to reflect and try to make the best choices for the future. Because we're going to have babies. Like we're bringing children into this world, you and I, and so many other women, so many other couples. We're bringing humans into this world. And so we have to think about like, how can we really make this a positive thing in the midst of the negativity and the chaos and the uncertainty that is happening? How can we turn this around? And it also starts by our actions. And it definitely 100% starts with how we choose to move forward, the actions and the choices that we make. There were some videos that I was watching on Twitter. They were so disturbing. I actually saw it this morning of like these two people walking into Walgreens and just straight up stealing, like putting things in the people that work at Walgreens. We're like right there, like, how are you doing this? And they didn't care, they just walked out. But like, I understand people are desperate, but that's also not necessary, you know? Or like the lady, did you guys see that video of the lady who was like hoarding all of this toilet paper, her and her daughter, and then they started fighting? I think this happened in London. They started fighting with this other woman, like the daughter and the other woman started fighting because the other woman wanted just one pack of toilet paper, and here's this other lady hoarding and taking all of them. And I'm just like, why do you need all of this? Like, she's only asking for one, and she's like, don't touch my cart. Like, she was so possessive over the toilet paper, and it was just like, it's really showing also like people's true colors. It really bothered me. Because some people are acting very unkind to one another also during this time. And like I said, we either could be like that or be 100% completely the opposite way. And I feel like if we're being greedy and selfish and we just want to hoard everything for us, that's not helping us move forward to a better world. So it definitely starts with you, it starts with me, how we treat each other, how we act. Are we conscious about the other people, the elderly people, the homeless people? Are we going to help them? What are we doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it really starts with us. So, yeah, that's all I have to say to that. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you have a blessed, beautiful, happy, fulfilled, joyful, stress-free, worry-free day. I hope you guys are eating healthy meals. I hope you have everything you need in your pantry so you're not worried about where you're going to get your next meal. I hope you're having a great time homeschooling your children. And I pray that if anything, this situation only brings us closer together as humans. And we're all going to get through this. We're all going to get through this. It's a challenge, right? One of my friends made me realize that this is a challenge. It's not that it's something negative. We don't have to see it like that. Let's look at it as a challenge. If we look at it as a challenge, then we know that we can overcome anything, just like we have overcame so many different things that have come our way, just like we've done it before. Just like we've done it before, we can overcome this. Okay, so have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.